What's up, everybody? Our topic for today will be data cleaning. So I have here the data I pulled from a lab. So you can see that we have data on various dates, the lab number, the time the sample was taken. We have the age, the sex, the various departments that the sample came from. The FBC results, we have results on malaria and ESR, sickling. So you can see that this is containing various tests, okay, for various clients. And this data must be cleaned before you can do any proper analysis on it. Now, data cleaning basically means that you have to go through the various data. You have to see that everything is okay before you start the analysis. So for you to do that, you would have to go to data and then you go to filter. So we did that and it selected just a few. So we're going to select everything using Ctrl+A and then click on the filter again. So now every column has a filter. So basically you need to go through the various columns one after the other to be sure that everything is correct. So we'll start from date and we realize that our dates are in order. Okay. This is 2021 October and the various days are there. Likewise, that for September. So we do the same for the pathology number. We will not be using it in our analysis, so we can jump that one. Then this is a sample that the time that the sample was taken. So we will not, but basically you can check. And if you would have been using this in your analysis, you realize that some are in small letters, some are in capital letters. And with the numbers and the text mixed together, this field will not be easy to do any proper analysis. So there would have been the need to clean all the PM, all right? So, and you can see that for this time too, we have 107. Okay. So quickly we can just do Ctrl+H and then let's find PM and then we'll replace with nothing. So we will do replace. Cannot find a match. So because of the color we've selected, so we're going to select those for time. All right. So for C and D, and then let's find PM and then replace all with nothing. All right. So all those with PM have been replaced, and we will do same for AM. Replace all. Okay. Then we are done. So when we come back to where our data is, you realize that all the PM and all the AM are gone. But you take a quick glance and you realize that yes, everything is in order now. Okay. So we'll check that for the time that the results were ready. And the time looks okay. So we're going to this one, there is a space, okay, and this one too, and this is a dot, and this is a dot, and this is a semicolon, right? So you need to glance through and then replace all those ones that have issues, okay? So we can still selecting it, Ctrl+H, and then we will find those that have semicolon and replace them with a colon. Then we will do replace all. So 3 replacements made. You will do same for those that had dot. Alright. And we will do same for those that have comma. Alright. Alright. So now when we filter the time, so let's look for the abnormal ones and correct them if there are any. So you come to select and then you unselect it. So as I scan through the time, they all look normal except for this one. So let's look for this one and correct the time. So 7:55, 7:55. Okay. So let's take the filter back to all so we can have all our data back. Then let's do same for the time that the result was ready. So we unselect the all here and then we scan through for any abnormal time that is this one and this one. So we filter them out. So let's correct them. 10, 47 and 8, 9. Okay. So now our time is cleaned. Then we look at this. This column is empty. So we can do away with that. Okay. Then let's filter the age. Alright. So now the age is done. If I go back to the filter and I select all, then all the ages are here. If I filter the sex, I have it correct, male and female. So we look at the departments and we are seeing OPD, OPID, then we have ward, WARRD, which I guess is a mistake, right? So let's filter the spelling mistakes out and correct them, because all these would affect our data. So we'll correct this as word and this as OPD. Right. So I go back to the filter for the department and I select all my data to appear. This is HB and definitely I'm expecting it to be different. Right. So we're not going to touch it. This is WBC. We're not going to touch it. Platelet. Neutrophils. We can just check if they are all numbers or we have letters, but they are all numbers, so that's fine. We can look at neutrophils as well. Alright. So depending on what data you have. So let's take a look at the malaria. We have negative and positive. Let's take a look at ESR. So that's our results. Now this is a malaria RDT. And we also have malaria parasite count, right? With different results. Some having the units, others not having the units. So depending on which analysis you intend to use, if you intend to find the minimum, the maximum or not. So you can decide to do away with the units, right? And then leave out just the numbers. Okay. But we will leave it because for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm not sure we use that column. So basically, data cleaning. So you look at the electrophoresis result, and we have A, comma C, and then AC. So let's look for the AC and make it A, comma C, right? Yeah. So A, comma C and A, comma C. Okay. Okay. So we can look at the width. This is IgM, IgG. Then we also have without SHSO, right? So without SO. So big data cleaning, basically you are going through the data you have to make sure that if you categorize, you will get exactly what you are looking for. But friends, let me add to it that we are fortunate enough that the data we are using is not so dirty, because data capturing was excellent using Microsoft Access. So there is a limit on number of times lab scientists had to key in certain things, like male, female was an option for the scientists to select instead of typing it, so that you can do away with a lot of typos which become issue in data cleaning. So if you are interested in how to use Microsoft Access to capture data at the lab, especially for those of us who do not have a hospital management system, just hang in there, and there will definitely be another course on how to capture data using Microsoft Excel. So for the purpose of today's demonstration, we have made justice to this data. It's well cleaned and is ready for analysis. Thank you.